What's up, cuties? Happy Thursday to you guys. Happy Juneteenth Part 2 Eve. How are you guys? Come on in. Come on in. Let me remove this overlay, but come on in. Hit the like button for me. I just wanted to come live and have a quick little power hour. And then to my members, cutie crew, I'll see you guys in a couple hours as well. Oh, while this background is on, before I change it, if you are not watching Divorce Sisters, you do not know what you are missing. Shout out to the Patroni cuties we watched last night. This is the best show on TV for me. The best. It really, really is. I did see a post on BET Plus's Instagram page, and they have the highest rated show on BET Plus, and it is well deserved. It really is. So congratulations to them. Let me change this background, guys. I guess I can do that. But hello to each and every one of you. I'm going to be quick because, as I mentioned, I do have members only with the cutie crew, but I need to do something else real quick. Goodness gracious. All right, here we go. Give me 1 second, cuties. Okay, we're going to jump right in. Shout out to the cutie moms in the building. Shout out again to the cutie crew and all of you cuties. I guess I'll start with the clown, child. I guess I will start with the clown. I am so glad that Halle Bailey went to court. And you guys, if you're following their story, you know that DDG is not to post Halo on social media, period. And he's in Italy. Now, I just want to say that Halle has been in Italy for months filming her new movie. I think it's called Italiana. I'll have to look it up. But guess who allegedly want to act like they were caught by paparazzi? They don't know DDG over there like that. And this is violated already. He travels with a camera. I don't want to say crew, but a camera guy. He streams. And you cannot tell me, we'll look at the full video. You cannot tell me that this is a mistake. And guess what? You're not going to be able to tell that judge this is a mistake either. Continuously breaking rules. He went low. I'll get into that in a minute. And Halle has support, and thank goodness she does. All this guy is doing is just racking up more evidence for her for court. Hey, Real Talk with Grace and Mercy. Hey, Aunt Debbie. So let's go ahead and look at the video of his mama, and baby Halo. And again, this is not paparazzi. They are not running around Italy saying, oh my goodness, I hope we get the money shot of DDG. And if he travels with his camera guy, his mama know, and everybody else know, this was done on purpose. It really, really was. So let me go ahead and share this. Shout out to Live Bites. This is covered under the Copyright Disclaimer Act. Also, shout out to whoever picture it is. They have a work 777000 tagged on it. And let's go ahead and take a look. Clown behavior. My goodness, I hate she's tied to him for the rest of her life. But let's go ahead and take a look, guys. This is not by mistake, okay? Let's go to the next one. Let me put the baby all the way down right here, not by the door. Let me take my time, walk into the door. Y'all got the shots? Y'all got the shots? Come on now. Come on now. Even this person here, and I'll play it again. Even this person here, the white guy, if he felt like, because look, if he was adhering to the rules, he knows my baby can't be shown at all. So if you got bodyguards or whoever these gentlemen are, they would wave them off. Hey, no cameras, no nothing. All of this shit was planned. And I'm sure the judge or Halle's lawyer already has it. But let's take a look again from the beginning. This is so sickening. And yes, he is, Charnel. Yes, he is addicted to clout, want to outdo. You know, she went viral with her new man, and he's been trying ever since. So what better way for him to go ahead and go against the judge's order? This is crazy. Notice he didn't look back at all. The mama didn't look back at all because they already know what the deal is. No glance back, no nothing. Come on now. Let's go to the next one. So you guys get the gist. Let me see what you guys are saying. Is this a mistake? Can you guys let me know? Do you honestly believe? Let me grab this, guys. Hold on. Do you honestly believe that this was a mistake? Put it in the chat. Hey, Deshonda. I'm going to read some of you all's comments before we get to something else that the clown did that was so disrespectful. All right. Andretta said he's doing it on purpose. He just doesn't care. And I think that now that the other one has gotten off on some of the charges, a lot of them are going to think that they could do whatever they want. Okay. Princess Barbie said he wants some attention so bad he has to use Halo to get some. He's been using them since the baby been born. That's Halle's problem. That's why she said do not mention her or that baby on social media and don't show my child. So in my opinion, he went out and hired a whole damn, he didn't have to hire a camera crew. He travels with a camera guy. You know, this is not a mistake. And like I said, I guess he don't want to see his child at all. I guess he wants Scott, baby, what's his name? Scott Bridgeway, the producer for Kendrick Lamar, that's probably gonna be producing beats for baby Halo. I guess he just want him to go ahead and be the daddy because he can't follow the rules. It's a shame. Another one, don't think rules matter. Yeah. Drea said it appears he had paparazzi to capture the picture, so he may not have violated. Oh, that's absolutely what he's going to say. That's absolutely what he's going to say. But this is the question that he's going to have to answer. You've been in Italy. You're over there with Jay Cinco, Lala, India Love. Paparazzi didn't catch you guys out and about. Now, we know that you're there because you stream 24/7. So can you let us know, how did paparazzi catch you when you had Halo, but you guys have been walking freely all through Italy? Does that make sense, Drea? That's what he's going to have to answer. He's playing with I don't want to say, I'll just say playing with fire. He's playing with fire, and obviously he cares more about himself than he does his own child. You know, Tasha Bay said, I can't stand DVD. Teresa, he's childish. He is gonna be in trouble. Nush, he is. It's crazy. Yes. Have you seen her baby picture, Bridget J? Halle, if I'm not mistaken, her Instagram profile pic is her as a baby. She looks just, well, Halo looks just like her. I totally agree with you. YouTube Q said he's crazy. He thinks that he doesn't have to obey the court order. Yeah, you know, he, think he's slick. My favorite saying is you can't out slick a slicker. And that was planned. That was planned. So for those of you that came in late, I'll show it again. And then I'm going to show you what else he been into. He's in a beef. More evidence for Halle, child. He's in a beef. But let's go back to the first slide. Again, shout out to Live Bites. They capture everything. I love that page. And take a look, child. Paparazzi. Paparazzi just so happened. Let me play it. That's planned, okay? Now, I paused it, but if he's, putting his child in the car, first of all, here's another clue for everybody. When paparazzi are out and they're trying to get your picture, they are screaming your name, for the real celebrities like Halle. They screaming your name. Halle, Halle. They want to get a shot. We don't hear nobody screaming. We don't hear anybody screaming at all. And if he was like a normal person putting their child in the car, I don't think that maybe I'm looking more into it. You guys let me know if you want to come up. I'll drop the link. But he makes sure let me just play it and I'll show you guys. Oh, shoot. It started over. Hold on. Oh, shoot. He's not that over there. Again, for paparazzi or shit in the US for that matter. But right here, if you are normal behavior, guys, if you're putting your child in the car, he would have followed right on up behind his mama. She would have gone ahead and got in, and then he gonna go ahead and get in with the baby. So even him making sure that film a little longer, watch where he puts Halo. All the way over here. All the way over here. The mama want to look for it so bad. Now, I felt the need to carry you, Halo, all the way to the car, but now I'll let you take some steps, son. Come on now. Let me see what you guys are saying. Straight BS. And I guess he just don't care. They go back to court when? I believe the last week of July. So just more evidence for Halle. More evidence. Undebbie, you say no mistake. He's petty and immature. Well, I'm gonna show you how immature he is in a minute. Debbie, I agree. Definitely not a mistake. He's not going to stop until the judge light his arse. I know you said but up. Totally agreed, Deshonda. I totally agree. Okay, all right. Phenomenal Black Woman said he knows he's going to lose in court, so he doesn't care at this point. It looks like he don't care. He can't post anything, picture, video, anything. And he didn't post this, but this is not by chance, Jazzy, to me. It's not by chance. Again, he has been over there all this week. No paparazzi shots. None. Zip zero. But the day he got his child, come on now. He ain't fooling me. Anyway, we're going to move on to something else that I found that was just absolutely disgusting. It's been going on actually for the past couple days. He's been beefing with one of Kai Sinet's proteges, I guess you can say. And, talking about things that he planned to do to this guy and, couple violent things, all of that, which is just so crazy. You're in a current custody battle. And the guy that he's beefing with is a little young boy. I don't know if DDG realized you 27, you 30. Let's just round it up. But he posted, well, not posted, but made the guy that he's in this beef with, dad's deceased dad, his home screen on his phone. That's as low as you can go. And I don't know if DDG, his mama, anybody, somebody tell him karma is real. It spins the block. Always. It may not be this week. It may not be this year, next year. I promise you. Why would you post this guy's deceased dad to win a beef? They had a mishap in their family. His brother Dub was a twin. The twin brother was unalived. And I was so happy to hear, and you guys will hear, the other guy that DDG is in this beef with say, I would never stoop that low. This is as low as you go. And guess what? Further proof for Halle. Further proof. I'm just going to get to what the young man Reggie had to say. I ain't listening to nothing else that clown got to say. But take a listen, guys.
Right. He had my dad as his home screen and shit. Right. I'm yet again going to state it again. I'm personally not going to diss his dead people because I know that shit is just unnecessary. These niggas.
Kudos to you. Kudos to you. Michelle Obama said it best. When they go low, you go high. And I'm glad in this case, he went high. Girlfriend, I'm sorry. I'm just seeing a text message from you from 7 o'clock this morning. Girlfriend, I know you ain't send me no spoiler. Child, I'll talk to you and I ain't even look at it. Thank goodness. But look, Michelle Obama said it. When they go low, you go high. I'm so glad that this young man took the high road because he could have very well said, all right, well, let me go ahead and post a picture of your brother that was unalive. But let me let you guys continue listening to Reggie.
Niggas don't got me mad enough for me to even want to do that. But I just want to shed light on the lame shit that he did because he said, I'm a fucked up individual for not going to my dad's funeral. When y'all niggas gotta understand, bro, as a man, nigga, mentally, bro, you gotta protect your peace, man.
Prayers and condolences go out to him and his family on the, passing of his dad.
And me and a lot of my family members not seeing eye to eye, and it is what it is. So it's like, I wouldn't even put myself in that position. My mom went to view my dad, and even her just telling me, my nigga, that shit made a nigga feel some type of way. But I also feel like my dad did get to see me on stage. If y'all watch my stand-up, y'all would know I talked about my dad having a stroke. That's how my dad died. My dad had a stroke. And so, right, he had my dad.
All right, so look, and thank you, Smiling Carol. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, everybody is on Reggie's side. DDG is one of those people that can care less. No matter what publicity he get, negative, he welcomes it. Positive, he welcomes it, and he don't care. He don't care. That people are calling him out for being absolutely disgusting and low as you can go. Actually, person like that is dangerous. You do not respect the dead. You don't think that karma is real? And look, Kibo, you say DDG threatening this kid proves Halle's abusive claim. Absolutely, I agree. And you know what else? It also proves that how unstable he is, how my child could be in danger for acts of retaliation. And I don't want him with his daddy no more, period. We're going to get into a beef in a minute that resulted in a mass shooting that started online. But again, this is more evidence for Halle. I'm so ashamed of myself. I keep telling you guys that. You know how you just be so disappointed in yourself? That's me. Couple years ago, the video may still be on my page. When Funky Dineva came out and was talking about DDG, I made a video. I ain't cuss his ass out, but I said, no, sir. He's an upstanding young man. Got his own, well-to-do, put his family on. I take all that shit back. He a clown. He's a clown. He really, really is. And kudos to Halle once again for exiting the building at a young age. She could have stayed stuck. A lot of people stay stuck. You know what I mean? And she didn't. And thanks to her support system, such as, hey sis, Miss Tina Knowles, Beyonce, her own family. Halle's families haven't come out and said anything. They better than me. Because when he was actively clowning her older sister, not Chloe, I can't think of her older sister's name at this time, but she came out and checked that ass. You know what I mean? And her brother is young. That's his problem. He needs some brothers, some uncles, and daddies to check his ass. Like for real, for real. But I was so happy to see this. Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mama, has let it be known that she is supporting Halle in every way possible. They were at Beyonce's concert over there last week, I think it was. She made this comment on Halle's post, and she said, forward. Keep moving forward, Halle. Don't fall for the clown behavior. Do exactly what you are doing. And she didn't even want to do this. She didn't want to go to court. You guys remember the text messages, I'm sure. Halle never wanted the court system involved. And when she tried to work out an arrangement with him and a schedule and all of that, he was doing his thing, just doing him. So I hope the plan backfired. The plan was and has always been, shout out to my dummy ass, because I was so happy, when they announced that she was pregnant and all of that. His plan was to do just that, trap her with a baby. But this was absolutely no mistake at all, period, point blank. And I'm not going to say too much about his mama, but I will say you should have taught him better. You should have taught him better, and you should have let him know. Don't do that. Don't do that, because they are going to be able to compare your days in Italy. And if your cameraman has been the only cameraman that's caught you, but now paparazzi, come on now. Silent paparazzi. Didn't say DDG, can we get a picture? DDG, nothing. Nothing. Come on now. Clown. Thank you, Robin. So that's that on that. Oh, I wanted to let you guys know just a quick update on Halle's boo. Because I haven't come back and said anything, but he is a music producer from Charlotte, North Carolina. His name is Scott Bridgeway, and he has worked with Kendrick Lamar. He and Halle were at Kendrick Lamar's concert back in May. He's worked with Kanye, a couple people. But he is her romantic partner. We did see them when they went viral, like for real. You know what I mean? But I love Squabble Up. He produced Squabble Up. He produced Peekaboo and Luther. Those are all off of Kendrick Lamar's last child album project, whatever they call it now. But as I mentioned, he also worked with Kanye West, Amigos, Fivio, a couple artists. Now, DDG likes to brag on his money. I don't know if you guys know, those producers get paid. Okay? Those producers get to the money. And I doubt if DDG's money can amount to his. It's no comparison. Look, Halle is living her life the right way, out of the limelight. As I mentioned at the start of this, she's been over there filming for damn near a month. And the only time she was caught is again, when she was out with her boo. But as far as what he's trying to say with paparazzi with him, absolutely not. So she gonna handle business. She's been handling it thus far, and I have faith that all of the YouTube beef that the streaming beef that DDG is now in, the threats that it made, thank goodness he's that type that go live 24/7 and then people clip it up and all of that. It's everywhere. Halle's people got it. You telling this guy, don't let me see you, don't let me do this, don't let me run across you. All of that is evidence, sir. It's either do you want the streaming fame or do you want to be involved in your child's life? And if you really want to be involved in your child's life, other than 6 hours a day, right now for 3 days only, then when you get back, it may be Saturdays for 3 hours. If you don't want that child to have a real stepdaddy like a Russell Wilson or a Scott Bridgeway, get your shit together. That's what his mama's supposed to be telling him. Get your shit together. You can troll with India Love and all of y'all little people that do your little thing over there. Y'all do what you do. But when it comes to you handling your business the right way for this child that you help create, don't move in ways that you know that's going to affect that. Is it just me? Is that advice that he should be getting? That means the vehicles that we're going to travel in while we have a chance and have been granted time to see Halo, we're going to have dark limo tent. We're going to make sure we go to spots where we don't see paparazzi or anything like that. But she, in my opinion, is a clout chaser too. She made sure to play the audio of the baby the first day they saw him. It's ridiculous. It really, really is. So you guys know we will continue to, cover Halle. DDG is so exhausting. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's that on that. And he still should hope his son have a Russell Wilson stepdad. Look, that baby gonna be in that studio with Scott Bridgeway. Probably gonna end up teaching his daddy how to rap. Okay. Yes, Candy, I mentioned that. And I said, thank goodness Reggie didn't use that as a get back. But Candy said Dub's twin brother, DDG's older brother, was lost to Pow Pow violence. Yes. Dub, yeah. But yes, I just mentioned that not too long ago. And kudos to Reggie. You know what I'm saying? The kicker is he's younger than DDG. I believe Reggie is like 21, 22. DDG, if your mom ain't gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you, you are knocking on 30's door, not 2021. You're supposed to be an example. Everything shouldn't be for clicks and views. Your feelings shouldn't have gotten that hurt just because Reggie said to you, look, dude, you got better things to be concerned with. Be concerned with being a parent. DDG tried to act like he said something about his son. No, he was talking about you as a parent. You got other shit to worry about. So I commend Reggie. Look, I'm going to say this and we're going to keep moving. I love me some Kai Cenat. And I said this a couple weeks ago. Kai Cenat, if you ever hear this, stop trying to fight DDG's battles. Kai Cenat has come out and spoke about the Shade Room, not covering DDG. Kai Cenat was talking about, in a good way, his way, Halle, he didn't say anything negative about Halle, but he said, that's my friend, and I hope they get it together. Kai Cenat, don't let him ruin your brand. You could be his boy on the down low. You can be his boy off camera, and you definitely don't have to come out here and talk about him. But I will say, with Reggie being up under Kai, I don't know if Kai has been a positive influence on him to the point where he didn't take that opportunity to talk about DDG's brother that was unalive. If that is because of Kai's influence, kudos. If it's because of Reggie himself, kudos. That's low down and dirty to put somebody deceased father on your damn phone like that. And make sure, again, that it's caught on camera. All clicks, not good clicks. All money, not good money. And he'll learn. I'm over him. Let's continue. Shout out to Halle Bailey. Let's continue. I'm not going to touch on too much of it, but since tomorrow is Juneteenth part 2 for me, you guys be careful. We're going to touch on real quickly fireworks awareness. Fireworks awareness. Watch your kids, watch your grandkids, everything, okay? Watch yourself. But this is heartbreaking. 7 people are missing in California after a fireworks warehouse exploded. And they said that unfortunately, one of the missing persons, it was their first day on the job. So, be careful tomorrow. This is the site where it happened, huge explosions and everything. So prayers going up. I just want to touch on that real quickly. I'm not even going to touch on the big, beautiful bullshit bill that the orange man, why is this like this? Let me stop sharing this, guys. That bill has been passed. You guys study up on it if you haven't already. And look, I don't talk politics too much, but shame. It's a shame. I'm just gonna say that because a couple of my subscribers have come out and said that they voted for him. It is what it is. But yeah, healthcare and everything else gonna go up. All right, real quickly, because I want to get to the YouTube content creators that covered the Diddy trial. But oh my God, Wendy Williams looks amazing. Sounds amazing. Can we get Wendy back in her purple chair? Take a look at Wendy Williams, guys. She was caught out and about in New York. Wendy gonna wear her poom poom shorts. And I was just so happy to see this.
Make your fit. What's your name and where you from?
Oh, okay. Wow. I'm Wendy Williams, the one and only.
Hello.
I'm from right here in New York City.
Big Apple. We got Miss Wendy Williams here. Speak your fit to me. Describe your fit. You look wonderful today, Miss Wendy Williams.
Excuse me. Everything designed by Mel Maxey. Every last drop of it, except for my fabulous sneakers are mine, all mine. And my fabulous handbag, beautiful and gorgeous.
That part.
But
Wendy's still carrying her Birkin, baby. Wendy is carrying her Birkin. I love it. Was happy to see that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get into. Oh, I wanted to show you guys this first. Prayers going up to my hometown, Chi-Town represent. I saw this last night. Mass shooting happened. There was an album release party for Mellow Bucks, excuse me. She's a female drill rapper. If you don't know what drill rapper is, or are, they are the rappers that talk about the violence and their ops and running up on them on site and all of that. Chicago really started the drill rapper, the old block scene and all of that. King Von, Lil Durk, all of that. Well, Mellow Bands is a female artist, and she had a listening party yesterday in Chicago, downtown Chicago. And I've always said that if, and I will never, I were to ever move back home at one point, that's the only place that I would probably stay because I would want to be in the mix. You're not even safe downtown. So, 14 people were hit. 4 of them passed away. And I'm not going to show the video. And she lost her boyfriend, 2 of her friends. Yeah. All last night.
Yep.
So we'll play this and then we'll move on. Hold on.
I gotta check on y'all people. I'm not even finna put this camera on them. Check on y'all people if they came to this spot right here. Y'all, it was just a drive back. I was just sitting down. I'm sitting there drinking my coffee. My friends say they shooting. We stand up. It was just rounds going off. It's all females on the ground, y'all. All females on the fucking ground. All females, y'all. It's a, oh my God. Y'all, check on y'all people. They shot all females.
So sad.
I'm not going over there because I don't want y'all to. I'm not showing them. Oh my God.
So you guys see it, prayers going up to my home city, Chi-Town. This is heartbreaking. But unfortunately, Mellow Bucks is also being called out online because she promoted that type of violence, you know. And she was in a fight last year. I remember seeing this video, and they somewhat, I do want to say, allegedly jumped this other young lady that's also a rapper. She goes by Princess something. Can't think of it. And yeah, I don't know if somebody in that girl's camp spent the block or what, but there was somebody that was taking credit for it. I'm not gonna put it on my screen, but I do have it on my phone. Let's see. The person said on her page, all that woofing you doing, and we not done either. We gonna see you real soon. So it's unfortunate that violence like this never ends. So her crew, and allegedly she lost her boyfriend. I'm not sure if it was her blood brother or someone that she calls brother, and 2 close friends. So I was looking at this last night. Very, very sad case. Prayers going up to the families that lost their loved ones. And as I said, unfortunately, the violence is not going to stop because her crew now is going to want retaliation. They going to get somebody, then that crew going, and it just goes on and on and on. Like it's been going on and on and on. So sad. So sad. All right. She lost 2 of her friends. They weren't her blood sisters, but they were very, very close friends of hers. Oh, Diddy G. Well, Diddy G's daddy, thank goodness he don't live in LA. I've seen videos of his dad as well. And you say that the father apologized. If he did, that's good. You know, but knock your son upside his damn head. I don't promote violence. I don't. But look, even grown kids supposed to still have some type of fear of their parents. And the problem is DDG is the money maker. So whatever he says and does goes, you know. But let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. The content creators are under fire, child. Shout out to the content creators that covered. Child. See, blowing my phone up. That covered the Diddy trial. I do want to say that. Shout out to all of them. I'll start with Tisa Tales, just mentioning her. She was approached yesterday after the verdict, and I just so happened to be looking at Armon live, and there was another content creator that totally disrespected her. Totally disrespected Tisa Tales as a woman. You know, I get it that they were on opposing sides. Everything is alleged, but he was trying to say that she was a federal informant. She was hired by the prosecution, called her all type of B's, and talked about her wigs and everything. It was a mess. Tisa did the damn thing. I just want to say, for me, there were a lot of salacious titles that, you know, somewhat were misleading. And, you know, I just started watching other folks when they covered it. But She did the damn thing, okay? Another person that I absolutely watched every time he went live was Armon. And I really do, that this is a blemish at the end of his coverage when it comes to this trial. Now, I'll show you guys what happened first. If you were watching Armand's daily coverage of the Diddy trial, you know his slogan was more oil, more oil. And at times he would, while giving his commentary, rub oil on him and all of that. It was really a dig at Diddy, but baby, that's not how they took it yesterday. They mentioned it on CNN and everywhere. Can you believe that people are rubbing baby oil? I'll get to that, Jackie. It's on the screen. All right, but let's go ahead and take a look. Lord. All right. So he was saying the more oil, like he's been doing this whole time since he started the coverage. Once the details came out about the oil and all of that, everybody got a kick out of it. And I always told you guys while I was watching Armon, he brought the courtroom to life with his commentary. And again, this has been a blemish. So I did watch his live yesterday, and I heard what he had to say at the beginning. He said that he did the more oil basically just for his people, and he didn't mean any harm. Plus, he has been fair in his commentary. You get what I'm saying? He was not a Diddy supporter, but that's how they were saying it on MSNBC, CNN, ABC, CBS, everywhere. Diddy supporter had the audacity to rub oil on himself after the trial. So let's you guys take a listen to what Armon posted today. And he's reflecting about it. You know what I'm saying? But he said yesterday, a clip of me outside the courthouse went viral and was taken out of context. What started as a lighthearted moment, part of a long-running joke with my audience, was misinterpreted as support for Sean Diddy Combs. And he's right. It has been a long-running joke. Shout out to over 700 of you watching. Thank you so much. Hit the like button for me. He goes on to say, that was never my intention. For the past 60 days, I've worked hard to cover this case with honesty and objectivity. That moment was about sharing a bit of levity with the community that's been on this journey with me, nothing more. Still, I fully understand how the timing and optics may have felt hurtful, especially to survivors of ABUs. I sincerely apologize to anyone who was impacted or disappointed. This has been a reminder to move with greater care, and he remains committed to doing this work with integrity and heart. He said, I'm learning, I'm listening, and I'm moving forward with even more care and clarity. What are you all's thoughts about that? What are your thoughts about that? Did you see it live? I did. Did you frown up? I didn't. Honestly, in the moment, I thought that it was the regular crew that was over where Armon was. But on verdict day, it was crazy out there. And naturally, all the big agencies, news agencies, they were there. You get what I'm saying? And they caught it. They caught it. And I didn't take it any type of way because, again, while watching him all this time, I knew that what he said, it was a long running joke. But it's a blemish at the end. I'll see what you guys have to say. I've been rooting for him since he started this. Well, just period as a content creator, but especially with his coverage on this case, because again, he brought the courtroom to life for his audience. All right, let's see. Let's see. What do you guys have to say about it? Yes, that was Diddy's friend. He actually did not a sit down, but he had a separate video where he spoke with him. Teresa, thank you. Thank you, sis. All right. Impores said, I could not endure Armon. Did he case coverage? Did he case coverage? Because he did not report with sensitivity on the subject and you felt triggered and sometimes re-traumatized. First, I want to say, big hug and big love going up to you. And, I think that you did the right thing. If you decided not to watch, that was the best decision for you. But speaking for me, he was down for the victims. Like, especially go back and look at his video, not yesterday, day before. He was going off about the victims in this case and how they deserve justice. But big hug and big love to you. They were getting a kick out of it the whole trial. Right. Armon has been a guest on Nancy Grace and TMZ. And look, I was rooting for him to get a position somewhere after this trial, and I still hope that he does. Again, I hope that this is not a blemish where they say, "Ooh, we may not want to do that." He did the damn thing, Let's see. His actions were taken out of context. They told the news from the middle and not the beginning. Yeah. And if if a little research was done on him, they would have known again that this is what he's been doing the whole trial. And it wasn't making fun of the victims when he was doing it. It was making fun of Diddy ass. There were people outside with baby oil and throwing oil all on each other. It was crazy. Wow. I did see a young lady and she was crazy. Yeah. All right, let's see. It was done in bad taste and no empathy for the abused victims. He knew better than that. You saw it and you laughed, and like I did the whole trial. All right. Okay. Lee said that was ignorant of him to do. Bridget J said, I'm glad he apologized, but you unsubscribed? You unsubscribed to his channel, Bridget J? Oh, wow. Wow. I think that I don't know if you were watching his coverage on the Diddy trial. I think that if you were watching regularly, immediately you knew what it was. But look, I get it. I get it for people that were upset about it, felt that it was a slap in the victim's face. But like I said, we're watching him immediately. For me, watching him before that, I knew that he was making fun of Diddy. And then, like he explained, there was a lot of supporters there for him. And that's what they were saying. I doubt if he traveled with baby oil in his bag to the courthouse. So I'm sure somebody probably gave it to him and told him, do the more oil. And, it is what it is. So I hope that, again, all of the victims in this case are doing well and have a strong support system around them. And I'm also going to say, I hope that he has a support system around him. You would have had to have watched his commentary to know he was not against the victims at all. At all, Let's see. That's how you took it, CC. He keeps doing stuff. I think he was just doing something in the moment, but CC said our mind keeps doing stuff when he seems to be moving to the next level. And yes, he was for the victims. All right. Unfortunately, they may. And that's why I said that I hate this blemish of his coverage at the end for me. But maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll have him come on. If they had any intentions of offering him a position, maybe they'll have him come on and start off and lead with that. And what he, typed out and what he said yesterday in this video, he'll be able to say publicly, you know. But he did an amazing job. Shout out to all of the content creators again that covered that case. And what are you all's thoughts before we get out of here? What are you all's thoughts of the verdict? He's only Diddy guilty of 2 counts of transportation for prostitution or transportation of prostitution. Rico was a big no. Did you agree? Did you agree? Yes, Lady Rowe. Lady Rowe said his mama couldn't wait to post him. Okay, well, Bridget J, I'm not gonna put any peer pressure on you, sis. But you know, all of us make mistakes. And with watching this commentary, and you know that he was for those victims, you know, I would give him another chance. But I respect it. You guys know I respect everything you do. All right. Any thoughts on the verdict for Diddy? I think that the jury got it right. Now, I will say, had Diddy been brought up on DV charges, absolutely. We synced it in Moses's from you guys know Moses, in Moses' voice. We synced it. But I do think that they got it right. I don't think, and I've said from the beginning that I didn't think that it was a RICO. And look, with them, I'm not fighting for Diddy, but I will say this: with them not finding him guilty on RICO, that is basically protecting myself, you guys, your sons, your brothers, husbands, or anybody, you know, because it was not a RICO. And I think the prosecution knew that going into this. Nothing wrong with them wanting justice for Cassie. I don't care what nobody say. Jane wasn't no victim, period. Okay. But Cassie, I do think that she was a victim. I do think that she experienced a lot. Okay. But as far as them finding him not guilty on RICO, I absolutely agree with that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, I think that they should use that in the correct form. And I'm happy to hear there's a lot of attorneys and judges that's been speaking out. Judge Mathis gave an excellent account on it. But other attorneys and judges have been speaking out. They all agree. They said that the prosecution never ever should have had him there for RICO charges, period. You know? So it is what it is. Impores. No, I would not. But you should ask that question also. We can add, and this is again not in response to Diddy and Cassie and all of that. But Ryan Leslie, she dated him 3 years before Diddy. He was older than her as well. So we done with the trial. Okay, I'm not gonna argue. There is no debate. I respect all of you all's opinions, and I doubt if you will get a yes in this comment section that we would allow our 20-year-old son or daughter to hang at Diddy's house. Would you, sis? Let us know. What's your answer? I think everybody gonna say no, you know, but Rico, it wasn't. Rico, it wasn't. And a jury of his peers, our peers, found him not guilty of that. Yes, Lee, they should have never had her as a witness. Now, for me, her ass will be up out that house. You know what I mean? But they should have never had her as a witness. All of that, my partner, and yes, my partner, girl, back. And then I ain't gonna get into it. We'll talk about that shit in members only, child. I saw the clip of the Punisher, Teresa. Yeah, I saw the clip of that. We'll talk about that, child, behind closed doors. Let's see. What about what she has done? You know, both of them ain't right. They both did wrong. It was a toxic relationship from both sides. Good point, James Bond. Good point. You know, self-admittedly, if I'm saying that correctly, They both admitted that they were in a toxic relationship. But what I'm not down for ever is what we witnessed on that video. We didn't witness Cassie dragging Diddy down the hallway, stomping her. You know what I'm saying? We didn't witness that. Now, Jane admitted to slamming his head down on a marble countertop because Jane wanted him, in my opinion only, to put them paws on her so she can line herself up for a lawsuit. You know what I mean? So, all right. Teresa said it would have been July 1st, baby. Get that 10,000 from your baby daddy. Okay, so you guys are talking about what Empress had to say, and a couple of people saying that a 20-year-old gonna do what a 20-year-old wanna do. My thing is Cassie, kudos to her, was 17, 18 when she started dating Ryan Leslie. You get what I'm saying? So unfortunately, she experienced some things. I do hope that she's got the proper healing. We know that she got that proper money. Go ahead and continue to live your life with those beautiful babies and her husband, and she'll never forget what she went through, but try to, forgive herself and move on. You know what I mean? Stay in therapy. I think she'll probably need it for quite some time. Okay, couple more. Let me get them off my screen, child. Healthcare workers said the RICO case is weak, hence why they decided not to charge him with it. Well, that's not totally correct, sis. They still charged him with RICO, but they removed certain components of that RICO case. Basically saying, okay, you guys could forget about this, the kidnapping part. Okay, you guys can forget about the arson part. Don't take that into account. But he was still under that RICO charge. And had they found him guilty of that, he would have been looking at life in prison. Let's see. Oh, you're talking about DDG. Dog it. Let me go back up, James. Let me go back to your comment. If I could find it, James, I'm scrolling. Let's see what James said, because I done forgot now. How y'all feel about Halle? I love her. I feel that she's doing everything in a proper manner. She's working, she's filming, she's not online talking about her baby daddy. She's keeping her son out the limelight. Love her. How do you feel, James? Give me your answer on that. His timing was horrible. We know how the news media is. They love to make us look bad. Yeah, I cringed at and I love Laura Coates. Even Laura Coates was like, they're out there rubbing themselves down with baby oil. I'm like, oh no. So I hope that it's just for his sake, because he really, really was fair in his commentary. And yeah, like I said, day before yesterday, went off defending the victims. So I wish they would focus on that as well. But I get it. He's absolutely right, and all of you guys are too. The optics of it, and how on that stage yesterday in New York wasn't the same stage of those content creators walking in and out of that courtroom. It was complete mayhem. It was news trucks lined up for blocks and tents set up and news anchors, and you get what I'm saying? So that's why they talked about it on a national stage. All right, S&G said he was definitely not against the victims. The more oil has been a running joke on his life since he's been, yes, it has. He got that baby in the street going to a car court order. He's not going to be able to take Halo 3 blocks from the hotel. Court order, he's not to take Halo 3 blocks from the hotel. Yeah, well, I know I'm trying to think about the what was in that motion, because I know he had to stay near the hotel. But I think I don't know. I think you may be right. I think you may be right. Do I have that? Shoot. I don't have time to look for it. But I think you may be right. I'll try to look for it and then we'll talk about it. But shout out to Miss J. Queen T answered James Bond and said, I love it. She has moved on and it looks like she has a real grown man, girl. And look, Halle could just be, it may not even be serious. Maybe it is. We don't know. What we do know, she ain't out here streaming that shit 24/7, trying to make people believe it. What's DDG mama name? Tanya. Tanya, let me tell you this. Maybe it's an equal opportunity clout chasing relationship between DDG and India Love. DDG is a little boy to India Love. Now, I get that they may be close in age, but as far as the lifestyles that they lived, India Love ain't thinking about no DDG. But if DDG gonna make her subs go up, her pockets grow, that's what she gonna do with him. That's it. That's all. So, I guess he'll be down for it. It don't matter. As long as folks talking about him, he happy. He happy in this title. Let's see. Let's see. All right, I'm at an hour exactly. I am out of here. I'm out of here. Let's see. Couple more. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing who will be going to Diddy parties. Look, Mama Cone. Well, child, we'll talk about it in members only. Anybody close to Diddy, if he hasn't learned his damn self, I wouldn't have another party. I wouldn't even want to have sex again in my lifetime. I wouldn't even want none of that. Go sign up in church and sit your ass down somewhere. That's what he should do. Okay. People reported that Diddy was able to visit with his daughters and sons in a courtroom after court was out of session for up to 2 hours multiple times. How would people know? Because no people were allowed in the courtroom. But he does have visiting days where his kids can see him. They've been visiting him since he's been locked up, since September of last year. But yeah, people can't say that because once the judge dismiss everybody gotta go. And every day, those sheriffs led Diddy right back to that holding cell. All right, we shall see. I thank you guys so much for joining me for this live. It's hot here. Prayers going up for those in Las Vegas that were affected by the windstorm. Thank God I didn't have anything, and I am surrounded by trees and all of that. But it is monsoon season. So if you live in Vegas or if you live in Arizona, be careful. Be careful. Right, Flojo, go sit your ass down. That's what I would tell DDG. I don't give a damn how much money you got. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Do you really care about your son? Do you really love your son? If you do, you would move differently. His mama ain't going nowhere. Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. She ain't going nowhere. She already got the upper hand because she's done things in a proper way. We didn't even know that DDG and Halle broke up. Guess who came out and told us? Had a whole damn press release, damn near. DDG. I would like to announce that Halle and I are no longer. He been talking and talking and talking. He trapped that girl on purpose, and I would trap and tap that ass right in court. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Everything that you do when it's concerning my child, even calling paparazzi, and that wasn't paparazzi, even letting this video come out. My child is in danger. That's what I'm going to tell the judge. So we out of here. It's a couple of you guys, names I do not have not seen before. Shout out to you guys, Studio, RNAO, Spinelli Bella. We had and she jumped right into the discussion today. Empress. Let's see. Child, well, she should if she did, Spinelli. If she did, but she's the star. Paparazzi will catch her with drones and everything else. You do know that, right? She is really a star. But all of a sudden with a new man, that means a lot. They've been broken up for how long? How many women you seen DDG with? What's her name? Tiana. He been seen with her. Lala, India Love, anybody willing. He been out there trying to make that girl jealous. She don't give no damn. And if she is now ready to come on out with her new boo, absolutely do it, Halle. Do it. Because he been doing it. So Spinelli, let me know before we go. I have already said that I've been a big fan of him, and I am not any longer. But I absolutely know the history of DDG, from being valedictorian to once working in TJ Maxx to going to college and finding out that he made more money online. Was a big fan, self-made millionaire, put his whole family on. Spinelli, I know you're new, but I'm not. I know his story. Tell me what he's been doing since. Can you do that? What has he been doing since? Do you agree with the things that he was doing when it comes to Halle? Using his platform to bully her? Do you agree with him breaking in her house? Spinelli, we'll spend a little time together before I go. Do you agree with him breaking in her house and taking a picture of her bed? You saw the proof of that, Spinelli, right? Spinelli is fine. I welcome her opinion. Spinelli, can you let me know about the picture? Mots, maybe they didn't already time Spinelli out, y'all. Spinelli, you gone. Thank you, Mots. Ooh, child. Well, my moms took care of you. You can't answer me, Spinelli, and they probably timed you out for 2 years, child. So catch me then and let me know your thoughts. But DDG broke a net in Halle Bailey's house, smelled her bed, took a picture of it, and then say, I know what you've been on. And the reason why I say he had to have smelled the bed, because what does an unmade bed mean? First of all, why you in my damn house? Why you in my house? But secondly, you got the audacity to snap a picture of my house that I paid for, don't need your money at all, and text me the picture and say, I know what you've been on. Now that she on Scott Bridgeway, Spinelli and everybody else is losing they damn man. Y'all took care of him, Mars, baby. Spinelli is gone. Spinelli, can you hear me at least? At least, hopefully... Baby, they don't play. They don't play. That's Spinelli. With that name, child, you should be over there in Italy with DDG ass. Spinelli. Now, see, I'm not about to do it. Y'all know y'all know how I do now. I was about to read Spinelli, but she gone. She gone. Shout out to the Cutie Mods, baby. We got Miss Tara. We got Pink Ziva. We got Aunt Zebby. We got Linda Gamble. We got Teresa Wright. Spinelli gone, child. I'm talking to my damn self. Let me get out of here. Cutie. Right. Girl, she gave me a whole history lesson. Girl, I could tell you everything. Because again, I was child, look at this. Girl, bad. Yeah, they had a right to. He's a streamer. Halle is a star. Okay. He's a streamer. Yes. Very successful. I would never take that away from him. Halle, though, Spinelli is a star, sis. That's y'all problem. Y'all want to put her on his level. She actually dumbed herself down when she got with DDG. That's why people been talking about her since she got with DDG. So yeah, he's at the top, or you know, right up there at the top in the streaming world, and she's at the top in the real world. His money, you say 500K to $1 million a month, can't even buy him into the Oscars and the Emmys and the Grammys. It's a big difference, sis. Little sis, or whatever we gonna call it. Well, right now, what we gonna call you is you on the outside looking in. Bye, Spinelli. Catch us next time, child. I don't know how long the Muslim timed you out, but you can't say nothing else today. Okay. Uh thank you, Venus. Thank you, Venus. We gonna end with Venus's comment. She says, Spinelli, DDG is always making videos of himself with women, flirting with women. He was even texting his ex when he was with Halle. You better say it, Venus. Texted Ruby Rose right in Halle's face. Right in her face. And he lucky Halle is Halle. You play stupid games like that with some other women, you gonna win a stupid prize. But that lets you know how much he never cared for her. Now, did Halle after that go break in his house and see smell his bed and all that type of shit? No. You know? So I don't care how unbothered he tries to act. I don't care how many paparazzi pics he try to stage and videos and all of that. He's bothered, okay? He's bothered. Kudos again to Halle. We're going to end it on a positive note. Folks wasn't even checking for DDG until he got with Halle. Facts, sis. Facts. He's a streamer. Her streams are on the big screen. Okay? That's where her streams are, on the big screen. Not on Twitch. Okay? Not on YouTube. All right, I'm out of here. Oh, child, I got 2 hours. Cutie Crew, I'll see you guys in 2 hours. I will put up a Hot Topics post if you guys have anything you want to discuss. I will see you over there and we shall chat. I'll do it right before we go live. Find the video that Simone sent me and the video that I wanted to discuss. But shout out to those of you again that joined me last night for Divorce Sisters. Love it, love it, love it. Congratulations to Tyler Perry. Latoya Luckett is doing the damn thing. It's just so good. It's so good. We'll be watching again next Wednesday. And then you guys know this coming Sunday, Real Housewives of Atlanta, part 1 of the reunion. Carlos King said, Portia, let me say this before I go. Ooh, child. Let me say this before I go. Carlos King, nothing against Portia. Nothing against Portia at all. Carlos King said Portia Williams is the next Kim Kardashian. And I don't see it. Again, nothing against Portia. And I'm not saying that Kim Kardashian is up here, or, you know, I'm not putting her on that pedestal like Carlos obviously attempted to do. But by a long shot, Portia hasn't done enough to even be on that level. He was talking about as far as Kim Kardashian's brand and all of that. Now, if she's headed that way and get there as a Black woman, absolutely. Kudos to Portia. You know what I mean? I wish it on everybody. But who I would wish it on if I were under the umbrella of a Carlos King, it's always been so odd to me that he don't even say that about his own cast. He is so engulfed in Bravo and their shows. The Who Got Next would have to be somebody that's on one of my shows. And we know that he had somebody that who got next, which was Melody Cherie. But if I was the Tishas and the Kimmies and the Destinies, I would feel some type of way. This man gonna big up everybody but us. That's not weird. I'll talk about that with the Cutie Crew. Let me write it down, because I'm out of here now. Carlos, Portia, Kim K, Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Cass. That's not weird to y'all? Well, I don't know, Flojo. Maybe he's talking about money-wise and brand-wise. Look, I want to be on Kim K's level, if that's what he meant, which is, I'm assuming, that's what he meant. Brand-wise and headed to billionaire status. I don't see it. Unless Portia snag her somebody else with some money. When did he mention Mel? Let me know, Teresa. Well, let me know in members only. I caught the clips from when he was on the Breakfast Club. Carlos couldn't even mention Mel's name. Okay, so you're saying that he didn't mention Mel's name. Look, Mel's star is still continuing to rise, but he had all of that right up under him. But I'm just saying, for me personally, if I were any of the women that's left on that show, I would get tired of my executive producer / boss talking about all these other women, but you barely mention us. Yeah, he did call them country. We'll talk about it tonight, Bella. Okay, Teresa, I reread your comment. We'll talk about it tonight. That shit is weird to me. But hey, whatever float they boat, y'all, I could care less. I promise you. Okay, but I'm out of here. Thank you guys again for joining me. Shout out to over 750 of you guys that joined me at one point in this video. Shout out to the replay gang yang. I appreciate you guys. Also, if you did not hit the like button, please make sure to hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe, click that notification bell, and be careful tomorrow on Juneteenth part 2. Juneteenth part 2. Please be careful. Enjoy your family. And I'll be chatting with you guys, the regular cuties. If not tomorrow, Saturday at some point. But Cutie Crew, I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Bye.
Chat with QT.
Let me say bye, Spinnerelli, or whatever the hell her name was. Bye. You are permanently in the bushes, child. Shout out to my mods. All right, I'm out of here.
Chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat.